Some big news just came out for The Rock, so we'll see what the conversation is there. We'll also check out what's going on with Jeff Hardy, Alexa Bliss, and more. Starting things off with the new update for The Rock. The Rock last made an appearance for the WWE during the Raw after WrestleMania back in April, and that final segment was pretty significant because it set up the fact that The Rock was stepping away to film this new movie, but how he promised to be back in order to face Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship sometime in the future. So they confirmed The Rock's exit, but also made it clear that he will be back to continue things with Cody Rhodes. Well, the Hollywood North Buzz is now confirming that The Rock has officially wrapped filming on The Smashing Machine. This is the movie that he's been working on since going on a hiatus from WWE back in April. And even back in April, reports were claiming and predicting that The Rock would finish filming a few days before Summerslam, and that exactly turned out to be the case. So with this news hitting headlines that The Rock has wrapped filming, it has fans a bit curious on if we could see a WWE appearance from The Rock anytime soon if he has this brief window of being free. That appears to be the mystery. There's no word or rumors about a time frame for The Rock's WWE return. Fans also have been doing some fantasy booking. They would love to see The Rock take part in a Bloodline versus Bloodline War Games match at Survivor Series. It's very obvious that WWE is about to enter a Roman versus Solo war right now, so fans would love to see The Rock get involved in that battle. And considering that The Rock is a heel, he'll absolutely be a part of Solo Sikoa's bloodline. So fans have been talking about that idea for a while, the idea of throwing The Rock into a War Games match. And maybe during that match, we see more glimpses and teases for The Rock versus Roman Reigns. Maybe they'll have some standoff moments with each other if something like that was to ever happen. And with Roman's transition into this babyface side of things, we would love to see more interactions between Roman and The Rock to see how their views now differ from each other. Everyone thought that they would betray each other at WrestleMania 40 to cause some separation and tension there between the both of them, but that never happened. So there'll certainly have to be another angle there to explain why The Rock and Roman are no longer cool with each other. But that story will most likely be similar to Solo's reason for turning on Roman, and that's the fact that Roman let the family down by losing the title. And that's basically what The Rock hinted at with that final appearance on the Raw after WrestleMania. He told Cody that he defeated Roman and finished things with him, but how he wants that title from Cody Rhodes. So that's what some fans would love to see, but getting a summertime or even late 2024 appearance from The Rock may be a bit difficult, and it's all up in the air. Fans think it'll be more likely that The Rock would return right around WrestleMania 41 season and stick around for the same time frame as he did for WrestleMania 40 season. So that's why a lot of people are expecting to see Cody Rhodes versus The Rock for the WWE Championship take place at WrestleMania 41. Possibly as the main event of night 2. So hopefully we aren't that far out for some more appearances from The Rock. Alexa Bliss has been completely away from WWE television for a year and a half at this point, but fans are still looking forward to her WWE return. A lot of fans had doubts that Alexa would ever step foot in the ring again following her pregnancy, but Alexa squashed that idea pretty fast, making it known that she had full intentions of returning to the ring and continuing her WWE career after the baby. So then when the Uncle Howdy and Wyatt Sicks teaser started happening, fans assumed that Alexa would be a part of that, but it turned out that Alexa wasn't involved at all. And since then, Alexa Bliss has been posting several new pictures and clips of herself training in the ring and practicing some of her signature moves. But according to Fightful Select, there's no upcoming plans anytime soon for WWE's Alexa Bliss return, so still no time frame at all for Alexa's return. The only big thing hanging over Alexa's return right now is the big fan theory, and the idea that Alexa Bliss will return as a late addition to the Wyatt Sicks. That story idea does check off given her rich history in the Wyatt universe, her deep connection with Nikki Cross, and her recent past with Uncle Howdy. So a lot of fans feel like that story idea makes so much sense, that it'll be impossible for WWE to take Alexa in any other direction. But for the time being, Alexa's hiatus looks like it's about to go on for the foreseeable future. Jeff Hardy spoke with Busted Open Radio, and he made a pretty big reveal about an offer he recently received. Jeff claims that he received a phone call from WWE, offering him a spot at the Hall of Fame induction. He said that it made him cry, and he recalled all the great moments he had in the ring, but that he had to turn it down, since it would have been a solo induction into the Hall of Fame. Jeff Hardy doesn't want to be inducted on his own. He said that he always pictured going into the Hall of Fame alongside his brother, Matt Hardy, as a tag team induction. So Jeff's mentality was that he'll turn down the solo induction, and hopefully the offer comes back around in the future for the Hardys to be inducted side by side as a tag team. This is something that Matt Hardy has even recently spoke about. Matt said that he always had this feeling that the Hardys' destiny was to have one amazing final run in WWE, and then be inducted into the Hall of Fame together right after. So we'll see if that final WWE run and Hall of Fame induction for the Hardys comes true after all. Cody Rhodes recently took to Instagram to post a very interesting story that had fans talking. Cody posted a picture alongside Damian Priest and Dominik Mysterio. He captured the photo by saying, "The Champs," referring to Damian and himself, and the future champ, referring to Dominik Mysterio. So that's a pretty big compliment and blessing from Cody Rhodes himself, basically declaring that Dominik Mysterio will be a WWE World Champion one day in the future. And that's a pretty safe assumption to make. Dominik is still only 27 years old, one of the youngest superstars on the main roster, and there's not that many heels out there that generate legitimate hatred and heat from live crowds the way that Dominik Mysterio does. So he already has that aspect of being a WWE superstar down packed. He has that deep connection with fans. So imagine putting a world title in his hands and giving him a heel run as a top champion. That could turn out to be a pretty successful one, given the reactions he generates from fans. So Cody Rhodes is putting himself out there and saying that Dominik Mysterio will surely be a world champion one day in the future. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.